Hello, and in today's tutorial we'll be covering the use of layer styles. There are three different ways you can open the layer styles dialog window, and the first way is to just go to the layer, then layer style and blending options. The second way is by right clicking on the layer and selecting blending options, and then the final way is just simply by clicking on the layer and double clicking on that layer. When the layer styles window comes up, you can select a drop down shadow effect. Make sure that style is selected. Now you can change the settings to however you wish. You can change the blend mode, the angle of light, the opacity, distance, or the spread and the size of the shadow, or the quality, for example, contour and noise. To remove a layer effect, remove the check-in, the box beside it. Now we move on to our inner shadow. The inner shadow is an effect is very simple to the drop-down shadow, and these settings are similar too. The only difference is instead of the spread, there is a choke. The higher the choke value and the thicker the shadow. As mentioned before, you can change the blend mode. There's a list of options you can choose from. The blending option allows you to blend the shadow into the background in different ways. You can also choose the different gradients for your patterns or background. The outer glow is very similar to the shadows, and the settings they're similar again. You can change the color, spread, opacity to however you want. Instead of just a plain color, you can add any gradient, like I said. Next is the inner shadow. This is similar to the outer glow. All the options are the same, with the additional option source. The source allows you to make your glow appear from the edge of the center. The next layer is bevel and emboss. This effect gives you an object, a raised and depressed look. You can change the settings to whatever way you want. Bevel and emboss is split into two effects, contour and texture. Contour makes the object sharper and shorter, and the texture allows you to add the pattern. Now we can move on to Saturn. Our Saturn's options are very simple and similar to the others we have looked at. Next is the color overlay. This is very simple. It allows you to cover with the layer a color of three different effects: the blend mode, the color, the opacity, which we've all seen before. The gradient overlay does exactly the same as the color overlay, but with the gradient instead of a color. The pattern overlay works the same way as the other overlay effects. Our final layer is just the stroke style. The stroke style is simply places a border around your object. and that should be it. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and please make sure to check out our other clips.